Shalom, shalom. First thing we want to do is give all praise and honor glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations, you brothers, pushing His word, which was said with charity. So really, this really is gonna be a quick hit. You know, about basically, you know, I had somebody come to my house to look at my house, to do some work at my house, and the guy looked like an Edomite. All right, the guy looked like an Edomite. All right, and we got to talking. Then the conversation went straight spiritual. You know, and it started off because he said he died a couple times. He was dead, and he said pretty much it was some of the best sleep he had. And he said where he was at. He said he basically said it wasn't nothing tangible. Like he was like in a spirit body. He said it just like that. He was like I was in a spirit body, which goes along with the scriptures. You know, and he was like it was just peaceful. You know, but he said he died a couple times because he had a tumor in his brain, and they ended up cutting it out, and he's still alive today. So when you seen him, I looked at him, you know, he had a little drip, you know, a little sauce. I said, oh man, this dude's a damn Israelite. You know, we come to find out, you know, I start breaking bread with him, you know, and that's how you know that you can't go off of how somebody look. You know, and I showed him the brother Natazaki in the camp, and he was amazed, and I said, yeah. I said he what you would say looks like a Caucasian. I said, but he's actually an Issacharite. His father's an Issacharite. You know what I'm saying? But he looks like you would think he was an Edomite. You know, if you didn't know the scriptures, and I broke it down to him how, you know, you one of us, and he was like, you ain't the only one that told me that. I give me this in and get hold the Revelation 7. Get every man cleaving to his like. It's in Apocrypha. Just put man cleave like. You know, because the scriptures say all beasts resorting to kind, and every man, all right, to his like. You know, so you know that's why you got different neighborhoods. Why Jake live around each other. All right, predominantly. That's why Esau live around each other predominantly. Yeah. You know, and you know, because it's a spiritual thing. You know, tribes live around tribes. It's spiritual. You know, so he was saying a lot of his friends is Jake. I say that's because you're an Israelite. You know, and then he also said that and I asked him a question. I said, what do you think should happen to the people, all right, that did this to us? Do you think there should be retribution? He said, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. All right? An Edomite not gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? An Edomite not gonna say that. He said, eye for an eye, brother. It's written, ain't it? Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. All right? So, and that's how you know he was an Israelite. Read that scripture. Read loud, too.
Ecclesiasticus 13.
Read louder. Like you, because you got a soft voice. Read loud.
Ecclesiasticus 13, the 16th verse. All flesh consorteth according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like. Right. All flesh according to kind, and a man will cleave unto his like.
You know, so, you know, you got that's why and that's also why a sheep won't have fellowship with a wolf. That goes into that as well, man. It's two different species of animal. You know, two different lifestyles. You know what I mean? You know, Jake, and then you know when I got to telling him, I told him these exact words. I said, "You an Israelite, man. You one of us. You one of the Israelites." And he was like, "You're not the only person that told me that I was a child of Jacob." I said, "Yeah." I said, "But now you hearing it from a real deal prophet." And he was just so happy, you know, to hear it and me proving it through the scriptures that he wanted us. You know what I'm saying? He was so happy and so relieved because, you know, having to walk through your life looking like another nation. You know what I'm saying? And you feel different, and you like, man, hell no, you know, he don't rock with Edomites. He said he don't like them. He said what they doing is bullshit. You know, because we talk about the taxes, you know, to get a building permit, and he was like, he said, look, man, they do this shit to keep y'all in this condition, man. He said they do this, they get these highest building taxes to get a building permit. They do all of that. You know, because it was like $5,000 to get a building permit, and then on top of the building permit, they wanted 5% of whatever the cost of the whatever the cost of the fucking the shit you was building, whatever it cost to build it. They wanted 5% of that on top of 5,000, and he was explaining how you know, he was telling me how these motherfuckers in these offices, which we already know, do this so we can't fix up the fucked up neighborhoods we live in. So you might want to build something on your property, but if you don't, you know, that $5,000 might turn you around. Plus the 5%. Let's say you're trying to build a house on your property, you know, or you trying to build something and it costs you a couple $100,000. That building permit is gonna be expensive as fuck. You know, so he was explaining how they do this to keep Jake in these conditions, like the scriptures say, woe to them, declare unrighteous decrees, man. You know, and what's it say in Wisdom of Solomon? It says, let us our law be our justice, pretty much. You know, get that revelation, because really in that Revelations 7, you know, when it goes into that, you know, that's how you know Jacob's gonna be coming out of. They're gonna be looking like these other nations, because, you know, after so long living among these people, you know, they start looking like them. You know, and it was real spiritual. You know how the conversation even came up, because really, I'm not gonna get shit done to the house now. You know, because some other things happened, and, you know, some other doors opened up. So really, he just came to got the knowledge, and that was it. I gave him the name of the Lord. He said, Yahweh. And he started smiling like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, he looked like damn, you know. And he was just smiling. He said, Yahweh. And he said it. And I was like, and that's how I know you an Israelite too, because the scriptures say the name of the Lord is dreadful amongst the heathens, man. They can't say the name of the Lord, man. All right? Hey, that's why they call him everything besides his name. All right? So read that.
Revelation.
Read loud.
Revelation 7 and 9. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people.
Of all nations, of all kindreds, of people.
And tongues. So you got Israelites that's going to be speaking. Hey, look at the Northern Kingdom. They speak in Spanish. Look at us. We speak in English. Look at Levi. They speak in what? Creole. You got Jamaican speaking patois. All right? And you're going to have other nations. Jake speaking German. I think the brothers in Germany, they speak German. All right? You got brothers in the Philippines, all over the world, man. All right? So these are Israelites who got scattered into these lands through the process of time, and also the triangular slave trade. But the Spirit of the Lord is on them, and the Lord is woken the brothers up to get this knowledge, to ultimately receive salvation. Because it takes a lot of faith to look like another nation and still push this word and proclaim the name of Yahweh B'Shem Shai. All right, don't be scared just because you look like another nation. Hey, if this truth resonate with you, hey, call Hallelujah. Hey, you better get out there, because, hey, look, these other people, these other nations don't got shit coming. All right, but 1,000 years of hell. All right, and after they serve their punishment, they gonna go back into their respective lands. But until then, all right, it gotta be retribution. You know, you got something? Ezekiel 54,
Go ahead.
6. Ezekiel 34 and 6. My sheep wandered through all the mountains and upon every hill, and upon every high hill. Yeah, my flock was scattered upon all the face of the earth, and none did search or seek after them.
Go ahead. Break it down.
Oh, so yeah, what the scripture is saying, like, when the Lord scattered us upon the earth, He could look like anything. It's like how the elder was breaking it down. You look like a Edomite or whatever. But if this truth resonate with you, you ought to find a spirit within yourself to keep pursuing it and keep pursuing how I will shine, man, so you can be saved.
And he said on every mountain, right? That's every nation, you know, and that means every nation, you know, so in every nation, our people is just wandering, you know. So, hey, so we finna pull up in camp. So hope that was edifying. Want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostle, elders of Great Millstone. And salutations, you brothers, pushing this word with you sincerity, with charity. Shalom and a Bible bomb.